welcome to Cardio Fit. My name is Susan Reardon and this is my amazing colleague Jennifer Menzer, and today we're going to take you through the dowel workout. What is a dowel? A dowel is simply a handle to your household broom, mop, or similar cleaning appliance. If you don't have that handy, a strap, yoga strap, or maybe a bathrobe belt is an awesome option to use as well. And that can tend to be a little bit easier if it has a little bit more flexibility. So make sure you have one or the other or both and some water, and let's start our workout today. Okay guys, so we're gonna start on all fours today. We're gonna get some length between the palms of our hand, wrist creases facing to the front of our mat, shoulders relaxed, abdominals engaged, and we're gonna take a big inhale here, nice flat back, and exhale, roll it under, tucking that chin to chest, holding that cat stretch, and let's inhale down, flat back, and exhale, round it out, and hold, and let's flatten it out, inhale here to flat back, and exhale, round it up, and hold, and one more time, let's flatten it out, big inhale here, and exhale, hold to flat back. Excellent, let's just push back to child's pose, sit back, glutes to heels, walk those fingertips out to the front of the mat. Just hang here, stretch out those shoulders, feel everything opening up. And let's stay here for 2 breaths. Big inhale here, in through the nose, and exhale, relax, melting into your mat. And one more, big inhale here, and exhale, excellent. Okay guys, we're going to come up onto stacked knees and we're going to go into modified camel. So hands are going to be on the hips. We're going to inhale to extend the spine, look back, relax the shoulders, and exhale, dropping your glutes down to your heels. And we're going to inhale, lifting the chest up, big chest, bending that low back, and exhale, drop our glutes down to our heels. Good, we have 4 more like that. Big inhale through the nose, fill up your lungs with as much air as you can, bend that back, and sit it back, and exhale. Good, 3 more. Lift it up, chest out, nice and tall. Try to get a little bit deeper this time, making sure it feels good. We want some sensation in the low back, but not discomfort. Drop down to the heels. Last 2 here. Inhale, lifting that chest up tall, eyes on the ceiling, and exhale, drop it down. Last 1. Inhale, lift the chest up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Reaching, bending, maybe looking back a little bit further, eyes traveling back on the ceiling, and exhale, drop it down to your heels. Great job. Okay, we're gonna come down, lying on our belly, so plant your hands down on the mat. Come down, face down. We're going to keep our shoulders down away from our ears. Feet flat on the floor, elbows tucked to our side. We're going to go into a little baby cobra. So we're going to inhale, chest up, hold it here, and exhale, drop it down. Good, 1 more like that. Filling up the chest, inhale, lift. Making sure this feels really good, getting a nice stretch in that low back. And exhale, relax. Now we're going to take this side to side. So we're going to inhale, over to the right side, and exhale, lower. Good, now to the left. Inhale, lift to the left side, and exhale, lower. Excellent, 6 more. We're going to lift up to the right, keeping those shoulders down away from our ears. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift to the left side, and exhale, lower. Beautiful. Last 4, lift, and exhale, lower, and inhale, lift on the left, and exhale, lower. Last 2, inhale, lift to the right, exhale, lower, making sure those feet stay planted on the ground. Last 1, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Great job. We're going to push back into child's pose here. Stay here for 2 breaths, and exhale. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, and exhale, relax. Good, we're gonna go back into that face down or prone position, back down onto our bellies. This time we're gonna lift to up dog. So we wanna make sure that we keep our nice long leg line Feet stay planted on the floor, shoulders down away from our ears, elbows tucked into our side, and we're gonna lift up the center. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, lower. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lift it up tall. And exhale, lower. Nice job, Jen. And now we're gonna take it to side for 8, starting on the right. Ready, Jen? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Inhale, lift to the right. And exhale, lower. So this is essentially the same range of motion, same movement, and exhale, lower as the Cobra. But we're just lifting up a little higher, shoulders are down, chest up tall, exhale, lower. Now to the left. And exhale, lower, good. Last 4, big lift up. Keep those feet planted on the ground. Exhale, lower. Last 3. And exhale, lower. Nice, getting those hip bones off the floor. Lift. And exhale, last 1. Left side, lift. And lower. Great job, guys. Push back into child's pose here. Let's stay here for 2 big breaths. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Nice, that feels great. 1 more big inhale here. And exhale. Great job, guys. We're gonna come into all 4s. We're gonna curl our toes under. Once you have those toes curled under, we're gonna go down to forearms. And we're gonna go, our first pose of the day is going to be Dolphin pose. So hands are planted down. We're gonna lift our feet up in the air. And this should feel really big, deep stretch. If you tend to have tight hamstrings, you might feel a little too much sensation in the back of the legs. You can keep the knees bent if you need to. We're gonna stay here for 3 breaths. Big inhale here. And exhale, maybe on each exhale, we try to straighten out those legs just a little bit more. And big deep breath in here, inhale. And exhale, relax. 1 more. Big deep breath in through the nose, filling up those lungs with as much air as we can. And exhale, relax, good. Now we're going to plant those hands down and come up into find our down dog, first dog of the day. Head is heavy. Pressing those heels down towards the ground. Getting comfortable in our mat. Wrist creases still to the front of our mat. And we're just gonna walk our dog. So just bend those knees and drop them in side to side. Just a few times. Getting a little bit more length through those legs. And let's hold it here. Let's stay here for 2 breaths, driving those heels down. Big inhale here. Exhale, relax. And 1 more time, big deep breath in. And exhale, relax. Excellent. We're gonna come into high plank here, so shifting that weight forward. Looking in between our thumbs, we're gonna step through with our right foot. Drop that left knee down. And then we're gonna shift our weight back. Right leg becomes straight, resting on our heels, toes to the ceiling for half splits pose. This is another nice deep hamstring pose. Are we feeling this one?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. And let's just stay here for 2 breaths. Really start feeling our stretch, dropping those shoulders down, getting comfortable. And then 1 more breath in here. And exhale. Good. Okay, guys, we're gonna come back onto that knee, plant those hands down, frame that right foot. We're gonna lift that left knee up off the mat. We're gonna step both feet in. And we're in a forward fold. We're gonna inhale to flat back. Exhale, release. Excellent. Now we are going to step back with that right leg. We're going to drop that right knee down to the mat. And we're going to shift our weight back and lift up the toes on the right foot. Back into half splits pose. This time left side. Let's stay here for 2 breaths, Jen. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Nice deep hamstring stretch. 1 more time. Big inhale here. And exhale, relax. Excellent. And let's shift that weight forward. Frame that left foot. Plant those hands down. Let's lift the right knee off. Step back into high plank. Walk those hands back to those feet. And just hold here. Let's cross those arms hanging on the opposite elbow, hanging down into ragdoll position, letting that low back open up. Still working through those hamstrings. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. Big inhale here through the nose. Exhale. Head is heavy. Feeling that sensation through that low back, opening up. Breathing out all the stress of the week. And then let's just slowly rock side to side. Bringing the elbows to the outside of our knees, nice and slow, opening up through those hips, opening up through low back, getting a little bit more length in those hamstrings. And let's hold it here. Release those hands down, plant them down. Tuck that chin to the chest, it's a little bit deeper, hanging in our fold position. And then slowly roll it up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale up, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, Jen, we're gonna start our first series. We're gonna work that lower body. So I'm gonna ask you now to grab your dowel or strap, whatever you have available. And we're gonna be doing 30-second intervals. So Jen, you wanna grab your dowel? We're gonna start with the basic squat to overhead press. Feet are shoulder distance apart, bars at your chest. We're just gonna do a simple basic squat as we lift up, arms come overhead. 30 seconds. Ready, partner?
Ready.
Here we go. And squat to press. Good. Now guys, when you come up overhead with your dowel or your strap, make sure that the knees stay soft. You don't wanna lock those knees as we lift overhead. Habitually, we tend to do this. Notice Jennifer's keeping the knees soft, but is engaging the abs, supporting that low back when the weight's overhead. We have 10 seconds here. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now we're going to take our dowel, Jen. We're going to rest it into the creases of our arms. We're going to crisscross those arms. I dream of genie arms. Legs are going to come out. I'm just going to keep my strap out of the way. We're going to go into plie squat, Jen. So toes facing outward. Nice wide feet. 30 seconds, front loaded plie squat. Here we go. Down and up. Now you want to make sure that your knees do not go out over your toes or your heels are lifting up. You want to make sure you're pressing down through those heels, coming up all the way to tall stance, squeezing those glutes. Every repetition. Press down to the heels and squeeze. Good. 10 seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. We're going to take that down. We're going to underhand grip. We're going to do a hip width squat. So we're going to just, your regular stance, how you hang out every day, your regular feet position. Shoulders down and back, underhand grip. We're going to squat, bringing that bar in front, abs stay engaged. Come up, overhead lift. Again, keeping those knees soft and not locking as we come overhead. 30 seconds. All right, here we go. Come down and lift. Good. So we have that weight hanging down in front, so our low back's doing some work, even though it might be light, but we're still supporting that weight, so we want to keep that core engaged. So think of it as somebody's going to come up and give you a little tap on the belly, so you're making those abs nice and tight, so that tap doesn't hurt. Good. Big arms, reach. Last 5 right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take it from the top. Back to those squats with overhead press. So holding the bar at chest level. Feet are shoulder width apart. What does that mean? Look at the width of your shoulders. Your feet should be right under there. 30 seconds, here we go. Squat and press. Remember, again, abs tight, knees soft, reach it up high. All the way up. Don't forget to breathe. Maybe inhale on the squat, exhale on your lift. 15 seconds. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. All right, back to those plie squats. Crisscross those arms, toes to the outward side of the room. Pressing down through the heels, 30 seconds. Here we go. Good, really opening up, feeling that stretch to those inner thighs. Come up and squeezing the glutes. You want to get the most out of every squat that you do, so really press down through the heels. Go up and squeeze, contract those glutes every time. Make a little bit more magic happen with every rep. 15 seconds. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, back to the underhand grip. Feet are hip distance apart or your regular stance. Shoulders down and back. 30 seconds, squat to overhead lift. Here we go. Squat and lift. Again, making sure we don't lock those knees. Notice how Jen's arms are nice and straight. She's working through those rear delts, engaging, having those fantastic tank top shoulders. Nice job, Jen.
Thank you.
I gotta jump in with her now. Get my shoulders on too. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. One more time.
Yeah.
All right. Shoulder width apart for the feet, guys. Making sure those toes aren't fanning out. Put them nice and straight. Big toes at 12 o'clock. Barge, chest, the tongue tied. 30 seconds. Ready? Here we go. Already feeling them.
Oh yeah, I'm already warm.
You don't need a lot of weight, guys. Repetition. Telling you, lots of reps. Get that nice, long, lean muscle. Press. Good. 15 seconds. Last round. Stay there with us. Keep working. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, squat. Exhale, lift. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Liaise. Get that bar in. Toes out. Shoulders down and back. And squat. Here we go. 30 seconds. Feeling them already. Good, guys. Press and squeeze. 15 seconds here. Feeling good. Heart rate's getting up. Maybe starting to break that first sweat. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Last one, guys. Hip distance underhand grip. Squat, straight arms, overhead lift. Here we go. Squat. Woo.
Yeah, this one is full over body.
Oh yeah.
Good warming one.
A little bit of magic. Hey, once you break the first sweat, it's all downhill, right? Now you're already in the zone. You're into your workout. Stay strong. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. We're gonna bring it down to the mat now for our ab series. Okay, we're now gonna move on to our Pilates series. So Jennifer is gonna be using her yoga strap today, and I'm gonna be using my broomstick. And again, if you don't have a yoga strap at home, bathroom belt, any kind of long kind of belt, soft material, will work out great. All right, we're gonna start on our back. Arms overhead. We're gonna do a Pilates saw. So we're gonna take a big deep breath, inhale. We're gonna exhale, lift it up to seated position. We're gonna turn to the right side. We're gonna slowly roll it back down on the mat, one vertebrae at a time. As we start approaching the floor, we twist back to center. We're gonna inhale here again. Inhale, exhale, lift, turn it to the left. Slowly roll it down, one vertebrae at a time. And twist back to center. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lift it up, reach nice and tall, turn it to the right side, and slowly lower down onto the mat, trying to keep those heels planted on the floor. Inhale, exhale, lift it up, arms up high, turning to the left, slowly rolling down. Good, and inhale, exhale, lift, turn to the right, slowly bring it down. Keeping those feet on the floor. Pulling that navel in, inhale, exhale, lift. It's all about control, guys. Twisting to the left, avoiding that pull out down on the mat. Great, and inhale, exhale, lift it up high. Turn it to the right, roll it down slowly. Feeling every single vertebrae. Come back down on that mat, twist to the left, roll it down. Nice and slow, good. 8 more, Jen. Inhale, exhale, lift, reach it high, turn it to the right. Slow, 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 control, control, control. Great job. Inhale, exhale, lift, twist it to the left, and slowly roll it down. Good job. Reach it up, twist to the right, bring it down slowly with us. Trying to avoid that plop. Control it, and bring it up. Arms up high to the left. Roll it down. Good, bring it up. And turn to the right. And inhale, exhale, lift to the left. And bring it down. Good, last 4 guys. Bring it up. Twist to the right. And inhale, exhale, lift. Turn to the left. 2 more to go. And inhale, exhale, lift to the right. Arms nice and tall, guys. Don't let those hands start coming down. Up to the ceiling. Last one to the left side. Control it down. And release. Good. All right, let's bring it up to a seated position. We're now going to do a modified 100. So there's options. The most challenging, legs up and straight, toes pointing out, nice long leg line, knees together, feet together. We can also cross at the ankles or heels down on the ground. So you might want to try to play with it and figure out the best option. So we want to sit up nice and tall, shoulders down away from our ears, and we want to have a tilt back. So we're engaging that core. Find that point where you feel those abdominals working and you can maintain. Arms are out long, shoulders down away from your ears. Again, option 1, 2, or heels on the ground. And we're gonna pump our arms for 100. We're ready, Jen?
Ready.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Now if you notice, Jen, 9:30. 1, 2, 3. Jen's got her shoulders down away from her ears. She's breathing. 40. Nice job, Jen. How about picking those feet up, crossing those ankles? Good. And this is a little bit more of a more challenging version. Jen's keeping that core strong. She's breathing. She's sweating. I can see it. I can feel a little shake going on. Good. Last 20, Jen. Hang in there. If we start getting fatigued and that low back starts caving, then we bring our heels back to the floor and cross. Plus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How'd those feel?
Oh, those were good.
Oh yeah, those are good. All right, now we are going to move our heels to the outside corners of our mat. As we lie on our back, dowel or strap is going to be over our shoulders. If you're holding your strap, you want to get some good tension in there so it's not floppy. Like Jen has hers nice and tight, it's not flopping down in the middle. We're going to do something similar to the saw. We're going to inhale, lift up overhead. This is what's called a get up, sit up. And again, slowly control. This time rolling down just to center. Arms don't go over the head, they stay right over the shoulders when you're on your back. Ready? Ready? All right, let's go. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Good. 1, 2, nice and tall. Again, guys, trying to avoid that plop down on your mat or floor. You're going to control every movement. The deceleration down is just as important as the acceleration up. We're going to do these for 1 minute. So you can either stay with us or work at your own pace, but try to stay working for the entire minute. And lift. Good. Dig those heels down. Now, if it's too challenging with straight legs, you can bend the knees, which kind of significantly reduces the intensity.
It's nice because it's a little softer on the back too with the knees bent.
It is a little softer on the low back. We have 20 seconds left. Good. Inhale down. Exhale on your lift, using that breath to send you up off the mat. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, now we're going to go on to some serious ab work, which Jen and I like to call hot abs, and we're not going to sugarcoat it. These are tough.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to be using the strap, and
I'm going to attempt the dowel.
She might transfer to the strap, and you at home do the same thing. So, with either cross the ankle or feet together, you're going to bring that strap or dowel under your feet, press the heels out straight, tuck the knees in the chest, press the heels out straight. 16 reps, here we go. 1, 2. Now this one, the dowel is definitely more challenging, that's why I gave it to Jen. 4.
Our best friends.
5. She said she needed some extra ab work today. 6. So notice Jen's pressing out with the heels, tucking her knees to the chest as tight as she can to get that bar underneath those feet. Halfway through, Jen, great job. Here's 9. Notice again, Jen's keeping her shoulders down away from her ears, abs in tight, back flat. 11.
Thanks for counting.
And 12. She would kill me if I didn't. 13. Press it out, Jen. Great job. 14. 2 more, lady. 15.
I got this.
Abs still right here. 16. Great job. So, I'm sure you felt those. I'm sure Jennifer did too. All right, we're now going to take our dowel or strap, whichever you prefer, and we are going to lie this right in the center of our mat. And we're going to do a side plank crab walk. What is that? We're going to be in a plank position to one side of our dowel. Simultaneously, the right hand or left hand, and depending on what side you are, moves over to the other side of the dowel and back. All right, guys? So we step, 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 step. 30 seconds. Yay! I was waiting for that. All right, guys, here we go. Find your high plank, elbows up. Ready, partner? Ready. All right, here we go. And bring it over. And take your time with these guys. Look at your own pace. Little helpful tip. You want to keep your wrist right underneath your shoulders, because the further out your arms are, the more challenging your plank is. So make sure everything's lined up. Nice and long, booty's out of the air, belly's drawn in. You have 10 seconds here. Okay, jump back in. Can't let her do all the work. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Whew. Good ones. Yeah. All right, our last exercise in this series, we're going to tuck our dowel. We're going to need the dowel for this one. Behind our knees, squeeze our calves down towards our hamstring. Option 1, pump flat on the floor, and we're just going to slowly rotate our hips side to side. Jennifer's going to do the more advanced version, lifting her head up off the mat. 30 seconds, guys, just rocking through the hips. Now, it depends on your flexibility. Some of you might be able to tap your dowel to the floor. Some of you might be a little tighter like I am and not be able to make contact.
Should they put the yoga strap behind their knees or do this without?
Well, you can put the yoga strap behind your knees, but I just say, if the dowel's not working, just kind of go through the motion with your invisible dowel.
Perfect.
Last 5.
So everyone can do this.
So everyone can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Great job, guys. Remove your dowel, hug your knees into your chest. Let's just rock back and forth, massaging that low back. And let's rock it up to seated position and get ready for our power series. So now might be a great time to grab a drink of water, get situated, and we'll meet you back here in just a second. Okay, we're now going to go into our power series. So, grab your dowel, throw it on your shoulders. We're going to do 3 pulses to a jump squat. Again, 30 seconds in duration. You ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. And squat, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3. And these will get the quads burning. Land softly as you can on the balls of your feet. And jump, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3, one more, jump, 2, and rest. All right, put that dowel down on your mat. We're gonna do 180 jumps. We've done these in the past and they might sound familiar. We're gonna stand to one side of our mat, down into a low squat position, hop turn, Bring it back, here we go. 2. Good. So you want to land softly as you can on the balls of your feet. Roll your heels down. Nice job, Jen. All the power is through the hip rotation. So Jen's pulling through those hips and obliques. Landing softly. Quads burning?
Oh yeah.
Last 5, 4, 3. Great job, Jen. 2 more. And 1. Beautiful. Pick that dowel back up. Throw it on your shoulders. Jump lunges. So we're just gonna rest here. You can hang on to the dowel here. You can rest your arms over. Just make sure you're not putting any pressure on the back of your neck. So let's start with the right foot forward, Jen.
Yeah.
Lunge position, guys. Jump to switch. 30 seconds. Here we go. And work at your own pace. Both feet should be switching at the same time. Press off, change.
I'm gonna modify just a little bit for my knees, so for you guys that need to stay with me,
Great
stay
point.
with me and do the 1, 1, 2, as opposed to one of the same.
Still feeling them.
Oh, heck yeah.
Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, jumping jacks. Arms come up, just holding the dowel in hand. As always, 30 seconds.
Oh wait, coordination. Okay.
Here we go. Don't forget to breathe. Oxygen is your friend. Muscles don't perform without it. So keep remembering. Big inhales. 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now we're gonna do what's called a squat clean to press. So, Jen, would you like to demonstrate for us today?
Sure.
All right, guys, so feet are shoulder width apart. We squat, flip that bar, and press. Ready? 30 seconds, here we go. Don't forget to breathe. So each time it's kind of like hitting the reset button. Arms up, come down to starting position. Press. 15 seconds, guys, stay strong. Little hop, bar flips up, press overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bar overhead, guys. We're gonna go for a wide squat here. Toes pointing straight ahead at 12 o'clock. We're gonna lock those elbows, shoulders down. We're gonna widen our grip as wide as we can. Right, Jen, we're gonna just do 30 Olympic squats, holding that bar overhead the whole time. Don't let those shoulders collapse. Keep it strong, keep it tall. Here we go. 1, 2. We have 30 reps here, guys. We're not gonna time these. We're just gonna get these reps done. 7 and 8. Sink back into those heels. Sit it way back. Good. 12, 13, 14, 15. We're already halfway. 16. Arms up tall. Good. Last 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now for the good news. We're doing all over again.
Yay!
All right. Woohoo! Love her enthusiasm. So, 3 pulse, jump squat. Big deep breath in. In the zone, 30 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 10 seconds. Get a couple more. 2. Let's do 2 more. 2, 3. 1 more. 1, 2, 3. Great job. Back to those 180s. Throw down your marker. Jen and I are going to start on the same side so we don't collide. Feet wide, shallow squat position. Hop the turn, guys. Here we go. Now, if the dowel's freaking you out, and you're just a little worried that you might land on that, use your yoga strap. Put it right in the center of your mat, or use nothing. As long as you're jumping, it's all that matters. And jump, jump. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jump lunge. Heart rate's up for sure now. Right foot forward. Hop the switch, and again, Jen's gonna do the modified version. A little less impact on the knees. 30 seconds, whichever way you choose. Here we go. Don't forget to breathe.
Or pant.
Or pant. We're sweating. We always do. Halfway. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Arms overhead, feet together. Jumping jacks. 30 seconds. Let's go. Breathing. Feeling good. Getting our sweat on, it's gonna be worth it. 15 seconds. Reach, reach, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Couple more to go. Okay, guys, the squat clean to press. Bars hanging down in front of us. Jump tuck, press. Here we go. Oop, I messed up, she did it right. 30 seconds. Now the jump can be eliminated. If you're getting a little spent, legs are starting to feel like spaghetti, just do it without the impact. Still moving, still working, still sweating. That's all that matters. 15 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, last one. Feet wide, straddling that mat, wide grip on your bar, shoulders down, lock those elbows. 30 Olympic overhead squats. There we go. 1, 2, come tight, sit back on your heels. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, arms up, 18, 19, 20, last 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. If you weren't sweating before, you have to be sweating now.
Definitely.
We are. We're gonna grab a drink of water, and we're gonna finish with a strength series for the upper body. All right, we're gonna move on now to our strength series. So we're gonna need our dowel for this. We're gonna be on our back. We're gonna start with a basic chest press in a bridge position. So we're going to get our feet pretty close to our glutes. So we wanna be able to reach down with our fingertips and touch the back of our heels, okay? We're gonna have our feet a little bit closer to our glutes. That way we're working the hamstrings and posterior legs. So we're lifting glutes up in the air, abs tight, hip bones to the ceiling, wide grip on our dowel, and we're just gonna do a basic chest press here. 30 seconds, guys. press it up like it's the heaviest thing you've ever lifted, even though it definitely isn't, but we're gonna pretend using our own body resistance, like somebody's pulling that down, trying to prevent you from lifting and lowering. You're pressing, squeezing down. Good, 15 seconds. Glutes are tight, hip bones to the ceiling, shoulders are down, shoulder blades are down on the mat, heads resting comfortably. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, coming in on that grip. So you want your wrist right over the shoulders, glutes are still in the air. We're going to do a pullover with a hip raise. So the bar comes down, glutes get close to the mat but don't touch. We come up and squeeze it all together. Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. 30 seconds, squeeze. Again, shoulder blades are on the mat. You want to get those hip bones up as high as you can, contracting those glutes. You might start to feel a little heat in the hamstrings and glutes by now, because we've been working them. Good, nice and strong, guys. Again, using your own body resistance. That bar is so heavy. Squeezing it all up together. Inhale on the lower, exhale on the lift. 15 seconds. And 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna come into a standing position. Come on up, Jen. We're gonna combo up 2 moves, an upper and lower together. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift with a row. So we're gonna find our balance on our right leg. You might need to find your drishti or focal point on the floor and just kind of zone out on that once you get the move down. We're going to tilt forward into that single leg deadlift. Kick back with the heel, row to belly button, come back up. Trying to keep that left leg off the floor. 30 seconds is a long time for one leg to support that body weight. Jennifer may transition to a modified version, which you can do at home as well, where you're just keeping light toes on the floor behind you. All right, guys, here we go. Finding our balance. 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. We're gonna bend forward. Row to belly button, and back up. And come down. Row to belly button, and up. Focused, strong. That right knee is soft. We don't want to lock at that joint. Kick back with that left heel. And remember to breathe. Air is important, or else we can't exercise without it. 10 seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's transition to the left leg. How'd it go?
Pretty good, but that was my good leg. Left knee's a little tricky.
So again, this is the one where Jennifer might be modifying, and if you need to do so at home, just keep light toes for balance on that back leg, but really step back. 30 seconds, find your focal point. Here we go, guys. Kick that right heel back, row to belly button, and up. Nice, even breaths. Left knee is soft. Ooh, I just lost my balance there. See, it happens. If you lose your balance, find it again and then join us when you're ready. I think my left's a little trickier too. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I lost it twice. You're better than me. You were worried about it.
It's because I found my drishti.
She found her drishti, and that really helps. Okay, now we're gonna work our triceps. So we're gonna take that down, grab it behind our back with both hands. Knees are soft, thumb in. We're gonna tilt forward slightly, tailbones extended back, and we're just going to kick back. You might do these at the gym or at home with a resistance band or cable. All right, kick it back. We might feel a little bit more heat in the shoulders if we have a more narrow grip. Both arms are working at the same time. Squeeze, squeeze. Elbows up to the ceiling. Don't let that tongue hang. Keep that belly button in. Squeeze back.
Oh, they're already burning.
Yeah, it happens quick. That double grip really makes a difference. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, felt a little fire in there. Okay, we're gonna move on to biceps now. So grab that dowel in your right hand. We're gonna balance on that right leg. Tongue tight, right knee soft. Just hammer curl here. 30 seconds. Squeeze it up. That pull weighs 50 pounds. You're using all of your strength to get it up. squeeze it up. Right knee stays soft, shoulders are down. Again, you might use your wrist to your focal point to stay balanced here. If you need to, you can also put light toes down on the mat. If you just can't seem to balance and move that arm at the same time, we have 10 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change to the other side. Let's find our balance. Spread the toes, press down through the heel. Left hand, 30 seconds, curl it up. Breathing, holding that balance. Left knee is soft, abs are engaged. Heavy bar using your own body resistance. Squeeze, keeping that muscle as tight as you can. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it from the top. Down on the mat.
Sounds good.
Chest press in bridge. So again, make sure those heels are close to your glutes. Can you reach down with your fingertips and touch the back of them? That's what we want. Wide grip. And you can use the strap for this, guys. The dowel is a little bit easier and it makes a little bit more sense practically, but if you prefer to use your strap, if that's all you have, that's great. You don't have either? Body weight works too. Here we go. Pick those hips up and press. You want to get those hips as high as you can, contracting those glutes, making those muscles work. Every contraction counts. Make the most out of every exercise. Get your money's worth today. Press. Wrists are nice and straight, guys. Elbows tapped on the floor. Press it right back up. 15 seconds. Hips up, don't let them drop. Sometimes it happens and we don't even realize it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, stay up here. Narrow that grip a little bit, bring those hands a little bit closer. So you're about shoulder width apart with your hands and bring it down, up and squeeze. Good, bringing that bar to your quads and back down. So we lower the glutes down towards the mat, but we don't make contact. You just want to feel that mat just start to come underneath you and hips go right back up. Squeezing, arms are straight, elbows locked, shoulder blades on the mat, heads resting comfortably. And inhale, lower, exhale, squeeze and lift, 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, a little heat in the hamstrings there. Come on up, guys. All right, we're gonna go into the deadlift with the row. So starting on the right foot, soft knee, find that focal point. Bending down, rowing up to belly button, and back up. 30 seconds. Lift, and bring it up. Now if you need to look away from us, find something, maybe a spot on the wall, a spot on the carpet, something in the room that you're in or wherever you are. Just kind of zone out. We'll cue you when it's over. 15 seconds. Nice and strong. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change the left leg. Soft knee, shoulders down, in the zone. Here we go, kick back with that right heel. Remember to breathe. We're almost at the finish line. Stay with us. So close, you work so hard. Finish up strong. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Triceps. Bring that down behind your back. Grip shoulder distance apart. Knees soft. Tip forward and kick back. Squeeze. Get those elbows up high. These will create a little fire. We want to try to avoid lifting the shoulders up by the ears, so keep those shoulders away. Abdominals are working. Knees are soft, elbows high, halfway through. I'm feeling these this round, that's for sure. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg hammer curl. So let's balance on the right leg, grabbing that dowel, curl it up, and lower. Again, if balance is challenging, tippy toes on the mat, smile because you know that you're almost done with your workout for today. You're feeling good about everything you did. Last 10 seconds, right here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change to other side. Finding our balance on the left foot, dowels in the left hand, last set of curls, 30 seconds. That heart rate's coming down. Finding our breath, holding strong through our balance. Halfway there. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job today. I'm feeling good. How about you?
Oh, I'm feeling sweaty.
I'm feeling sweaty too. Let's start our cool down. Congratulate ourselves for all the hard work that we've done. So let's start with a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Relax. Take 2 marks. That feels so good. Big inhale in, exhale, relax. Knees are soft. One more time. Big deep breath in and exhale. Let's bring those hands on our quads right above our knee. Back is flat. We're gonna flatten out our back, sit way back into our heels, roll it up, chin to chest, flatten it right back out. If you wanna add some breathing in here, inhale, hold it in, exhale, flat back. 3 more. And exhale, good. Last 2. And relax. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Let's bring it all the way up. Let's start with a quad stretch today because we did lots of quad work with all of those jumps and squats and pulses and all that good stuff. Finding your balance on the left side, grab onto a chair, a wall, whatever you need to. If you can't find balance here, bring your heel up to your glutes, abdominals stay engaged, shoulders down. As always, supporting knees stay soft. We don't want to lock those joints. And let's take it to the other side. Quad stretch here. Great job. All right, let's take a big inhale here. We're gonna exhale, swan dive forward. Fingertips lightly on the ground, shoulders down, chin to chest, knees soft, and just hold here, stretching out that low back. Hamstrings are working. If you wish, you can take those hands and wrap them around the back of your ankles. Tuck the chin to the chest, pull yourself in a little bit tighter. Or if that makes you feel imbalanced, just keep fingertips on the floor. Stay here for 2 breaths. Exhale. And 1 more. And exhale. Walk those hands up to right above the knees. Roll it up nice and slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Shoulders down and back. Right ear to right shoulder. Left fingertips reaching for the floor. We can add some light fingertips right above the temple. And pull over gently. Release. Left ear to left shoulder. Right fingertips reaching for the ground. And release. Roll our neck around a big circle all the way around 360. And roll it all the way back. Let's bring it down to our mats. We started down on all fours. We're going to do some of those cat-cows that we did in the beginning. So we're going to inhale, rounding up the back, chin to chest. Exhale, flat. And look straight ahead. Good. 3 more. Inhale, roll it up. Chin to chest and exhale, flatten it out. Last 2. Inhale, round up. and out. Good, let's sit back into child's pose. I want you to reach your hands out, wrist creases to the front of the mat, sitting your glutes back onto your heels, or as far as we can get them. Take the left hand, cross it over the right, and sink down into that left hip. Let's stay here for 2 big breaths, guys. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale and relax. One more time. And relax. And let's switch up those hands. Right hand reaches way over left, sit way down into that right hip. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. Exhale, sinking into our stretch. Feels so good. One more. And relax. Good. Let's bring those hands back in front of us. Come up into stacked knees. Lace our fingers behind our back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as though you're cracking an egg and then you're catching it in your hands. Chest up. And let's release those hands. Come up for a tricep stretch. Fingertips above or below the elbow. Press down gently. Reach down your back. And change to the other side. Excellent. Let's come down onto our backs. Arms out to our sides. We're going to zipper up from our ankles to our knees and drop our knees over towards the right side, and then gently turn our head to look over our left shoulder. Wringing out the spines, wringing out all the toxins. Getting a nice big stretch. And let's transition our knees over, drop them over to the left. Get comfortable there, make sure both shoulder blades are intact with the mat, and then turn, look over the right shoulder. And let's bring knees back up to center. Let's hug those knees into our chest. Rock side to side, massaging through our low back. And let's rock it up into a seated position. Extend those legs out in front. Let's take a big inhale up here, Jen. Exhale, scoop in your belly, reach for those toes. If we can't get to our toes, let's get to our ankles, to our shins, to our knees. Tuck our chin to our chest, drop our shoulder blades down, and hold it here. And roll it very slowly. Thank you for joining us for our workout today. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next week.
Wow, great workout, Susan.